chatter.
No, I like the chatter. I want to capture what you guys are saying because some people, they don't know about loyalty points. There's other companies that have loyalty points too. I get certain products from a company and they have loyalty points, but I know what that means, and I think it's great if you can, order product and get loyalty points. And then with Manatech, I'm always able to get extra plus, extra AO, and now I'm on the cardio balance. More, But if you had 700, is that what you're saying? You had
It was between 6 and 7. I don't really know. And I still have a couple hundred left. I mean, I didn't use them all.
But they only last a year. They don't last forever. So
Oh, well, I
Gotta
hope I
pay
didn't lose some without even knowing
you
it.
might have, you got to pay a little bit. At least now they're putting them. I don't think they're telling us which ones are expiring, but how
So
many?
Sharon's in charge of the ethics committee and the all the
Get it over there.
rules and regulations. You guys want to know how long do we have, Sharon, with these loyalty points?
Well, you have a year from the date they were put on, but
So it's
it's a
fiscal.
rolling time, see, so
Yeah.
you got some go off if you don't use them.
So how's Idris?
Doing good.
What did she say?
Doing good.
I'm able to be on. We got our computer, Facebook, phone issues straightened out, so we're good to go that way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that'll give you a nervous breakdown right there. I just had my computer completely rearranged and mixed up, and more RAM, more hard drive, and cost me a fortune. And then he said, now make sure you shut it off at night. And I said, well, I don't always remember that. And he goes, yeah, but there's people from China now, and they go into people's computers and steal everything. And then they try to get you to buy it back. And you don't always get it. So
Like, what do you mean? They steal what?
they hack your computer in the middle of the night.
Thanks.
But what do they steal that they try to sell back?
Your banking information, your documents, your passwords, your whatever's important to you on your computer.
Huh.
Steal your information at night when the computer's.
The things we got to think about.
Why we don't?
I don't know. But that's why,
What kind of computers do you have?
like, one more thing I have to worry about. I'm going to
Right.
bed, I'm tired, I just finished stuff on the computer. Now, oh, wait, I gotta go back and turn it off. So, that's life in the big city, right? That's life on the golf course, as they say.
Now, what system do you have? What kind of computer?
It's a PC, but it's all made. It's not a Mac. I've had Macs, I've had iOS. I am not a iPhone girl. I'm an Android girl. I'm a Samsung girl, and I'm now into PCs. And I had this completely built for me. It's a monster.
Yeah.
It does everything but the dishes.
Yeah, but possibly, well, I think they're even starting to get into Apple. They're starting to hack some in Apple.
Yep.
Apple doesn't let
Well,
us.
I have an Apple laptop, and it tells me every day, like today it says 213. In the last 7 days, Safari has prevented 213 trackers from profiling you and hidden your IP address from known trackers.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should all find a place in the desert. Disappear. All right, kiddos.
Maybe we could sign some of those people up.
We can't, they're in China.
Oh.
We can sell them product.
No.
Yes, we
yeah.
can.
Yeah, we can sell them.
Well, where? In Beijing?
No, we can sell in China now.
We can sell in China.
Yeah, I remember when we opened up China, but I personally want nothing to do with it.
No, I don't either.
And I'm boycotting the Beijing Olympics for everybody to know because of the torture and the what they're doing to the Uyghurs, and then that one child policy didn't work out too good for China. So now they have their military coming in and raping the women for more children. And then they're taking their organs and selling them, and then they're killing them. And there's over 3 million of them. So
Are you kidding me? What is, whoa, whoa. This is all on, this is real?
They'll tell you New Zealand or Alpine Switzerland. Those are
this is in China. They are torturing 3 million Uyghurs and put them in concentration camps. And that's why going over there for the Olympics or buying Nike or anybody that is supporting them for the Olympics, they are participating in the brutal torture and murder of these 3 million Uyghurs, plus Christians. So on that note,
Oh,
what I
that
want-
was more than I wanted to know, but I'm glad, I guess I'm glad I know it
oh,
now.
you have to know, everybody needs to know because we need to take a stand against that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I want to know, this is the first week in the new year.
Mhm.
What are the commitments of everybody? So we'll start with you, Juanita, while you're snoozing.
I'm first. Okay, I really do have commitments. I didn't today, but I am going walking with these 2 fat dogs and I'm going to get back on track. I did pretty good, except I was just late. I haven't ate anything I wasn't supposed to yet.
Okay,
But I won't. It's too late.
but your commitment is to walk and to continue to eat good.
Uh-huh.
And your walking means that you're going to get your lymphatic system going, your cardiovascular system going. You want to be able to eat properly and start seeing the clothes get looser, right? And,
Right.
and getting more energy and feeling and looking younger.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good commitment. And now we're all witnesses, so
Yes, you are.
blew it because we're gonna hold you to it. All right, Karen, what's your commitment?
My commitment, well, I do water aerobics twice a week.
Stone, I can see. What is it?
I do water aerobics twice a week. My walking on the other days is not established as yet. I don't have dogs to walk, so I'm.
Yep, neither do I.
You walk anyway, huh? Okay, all right.
Michelle, you can't argue with Michelle on that one.
No, I can't. Can't. do that.
Yeah, but come on, you guys, did you really think, okay, the beginning of the new year, 2022, I have a feeling this is gonna be a bombastic year. And I have good reason for this to be a bombastic year. So we have to be prepared. So you tell me, Sharon, how are you gonna kick ass and take names?
I don't know. I haven't made those goals yet.
Okay, you're going, by the time, okay, it's 5:13, you got 40 minutes. Margie,
Oh,
what do you
dear.
got planned for this year?
Walking every day unless it's icing out.
Yeah.
And I have gotten back onto track with eating, so be having COVID and eating stuff to help antibiotics that I was on. And
Probiotics, things like that.
yeah, so now so that's what I'm committed to, getting down to a size 6 and fitting into my cute little dress again this spring.
Yes, and you look the bomb in that. So now, you live where?
In New Hampshire.
Oh yeah, so you can't walk in the ice. That's not.
No.
But you guys, if you've got weather issues to where you can't go out and walk, don't forget the little death cycle or a little bike. With Michelle, did you drag that bike out from the garage?
No, it's one of those manual treadmills, but no, I did not yet.
Oh, yeah, manual treadmill.
Right. No, the bike was at my girlfriend's house, but I didn't ride that either. I walked a couple days, after last Tuesday, I was at her house until Saturday and Tuesday. I probably walked at least 3 of those 4 days.
Okay.
And then I didn't walk a couple days. Today I didn't walk this morning, but a girl stopped by my store as I was closing up and I asked her if she wanted to take a walk, so we did. Even though it was freezing.
Yeah.
But, so I kind of was beating myself up over not walking every single day like I was doing. And so I just decided instead of beating myself up, just go when you go and,
Well, your goal, I would say that your goal is to get doing that again when you can.
yeah, it's just that,
You were on fire, dude. You were.
I know. And I don't like the fact that I kind of started slacking off.
Well, this is what happens though. This is why doing this all through the holidays, I didn't think you guys were going to be perfect. You can't. It's so hard. You can, if you don't have family or you don't have jobs, you don't have a business, or you just live like a hermit, you're good to go through all the way. But, they say ficus occurs. Do you know what that means?
No,
What did you say?
Ficus occurs.
ficus.
Doesn't sound
Yeah.
good.
Shit happens.
It happens. So,
You know that, Sharon.
I figured it out. I'm going, geez, ficus, species.
Sharon, you
It's only
surprise,
Species occurs. not
Right.
ficus.
you surprise me all the time, Sharon.
I know.
So,
Just a
but
minute.
that's what that means. It's like things happen and and then you get thrown off track or you fall and hurt your ankle. Or something happens to where you want, but as long as you're conscious of it and you try to pull yourself back, the desserts came in, the cookies came in, the food came in, the weather's bad, I can't walk. Not to eat the garbage, to eat good, to take your supplements, to walk. But something is going to throw a wrench in the works called the holidays. That's why when I started the studies, 6 years ago, before I wrote the book, the studies were based on the people that were, and some of you guys were on those calls. I know Margie was, and we tested people. My point was doing it because everybody debated me. I said, I want to do this starting in October, because what happens in October?
Halloween.
Who doesn't love, Snickers? So,
Yeah.
and the Mounds and the Butterfingers and all that stuff. Okay, so we're going to do a whole diet lifestyle plan for 3 months. Whoever wants to be part of this will be on a call. We did the call, I think, every week, and we tested everybody and we started, I think it was on a Tuesday actually. And we took it all through the holidays. If you're that committed, you are not going to eat a Mounds Joy. You're not going to eat candy. You're not going to do all those, candy corns. You're going to, you're not going to say, oh, it's just one cookie. They made it at the school play. No, you're going to be totally committed, and we're going to test you out. We're going to take your measurements and pictures before and after. So we did October. Then what's next in November?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you can blow that so easy. So Thanksgiving, and it's always, I'm going to be really, really good. And then the day before Thanksgiving, you made pies, or you did this, or you did that. You made cookies, or somebody brought something over, or you're out there. And I said, if you're committed and you're on this phone call, we want to see you stay on track. So we went through that. Of course, after November, then it's December. We all know what happens in December. It's Christmas or Hanukkah, you know, some of the foods from Hanukkah, oh my God, those latkes and all that stuff. All that's good. I have Jewish friends and I'm sort of like adopted in their family when I grew up, and that was it. They knew the Yenta was coming, and here I was, and I went in and they knew exactly what to make for me and that Jackie will eat all that. So, because I'm a foodie, I love food, but I also love to feel healthy, energetic. I like to be trim. I like to be able to fit into the clothes and like how I look. You know, there's priorities. The nasty thing about being so into food and desserts and sweets and stuff like that is that it's short-lived. You can eat something and it tastes so good and then it's over. But the damage that it does from the mouth to the stomach, to the upper jejunum, to the, you know, small intestines, large intestine, and then the next 4 or 5 days,
Yeah.
what's the priority? So it was really, I got to the point where, because I was so crazy over sweets and foods and donuts and this and that, but I was a dancer and I was able to eat whatever I wanted and stay like a stick until you get older and you have kids and then you're stressed or whatever. And you guys know the story of my story. So I realized I have to have some priorities here. And that's how I figured out if you smell the food, you don't have to eat it. And I figured that out because of licorice. Licorice has no taste. Licorice has a smell. And some people love licorice. I'm talking black licorice. Some people love licorice. Me too, man. It's that anise, you know, the real stuff. Some people just hate it. They're repelled. It's like, you know, Dracula kind of stuff. The reason being is it's because of the smell and it affects their brain and nervous system a certain way. So I realized that it used to be when I was younger, young and dumb, I would eat all these donuts and then I'd make myself throw up so I could get rid of it because I felt so guilty and I was afraid of getting heavy or all that. And of course, you just still feel so sick over that. And you have your own private personal guilt. Like, I shouldn't have eaten that, but it tasted so good. But you know what? In about 30 minutes, it's gone. And the damage that the grease and the sugar and the white starch and all that stuff and what it does to you, then you have to live with it. It's like a crime. You kill somebody, you think it's over? No, that's a long time crime. So same thing, if you're eating bad food, it might feel good to you for the short time, but after that, it's a crime on your body. So yes, when the holidays come, you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna like, okay, I didn't walk. I didn't get a chance to walk. It was raining, it was snowing, it was sleet all over, or I was tired, or guests came over, or there were cookies there. I did try one. I shouldn't have done that. Blah, 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 blah. If you are totally strong on what you're trying to accomplish, it'll like come back. It'll be like a boomerang. You will stay on track, and then if you screw up a little, boom, you can come back. That's why I call it habitual ritual. The more you do something over and over and over again, that if you screw up, you not only know that you did because you feel horrible, but it's so much easier to come back. And how do you do that? You do a lot of, you know, I have Jackie's Jumpstart in the file. You do the fruit, you do your cran flush, you can even squeeze lemon in your cran flush. That way you can clean out your liver and kidneys. There's a lot of things you can do because you're dedicated and committed to your life. It's not about the taste. That's the problem. You know, probably the greatest thing that happened with people that said they had COVID was they lost their sense of smell and taste. Now, a lot of it came back, but some people, they didn't get it back. So that's when you think about it. And I've had the flu where I've lost my sense of taste and smell. But it comes back. It's like a cold. When you have a cold, you can't taste anything. So at that point, you lose your appetite. The only way to keep the appetite straight is to do habitual ritual. Then your body craves. I can't wait to have my fruit. I just love my fruit and I can't wait to have it. And during the holidays, when I was thinking of the cookies and the sweets, and my daughter brought over this unbelievable chocolate fudge, but it was made out of coconut milk. There was no dairy. There was, I don't know what sugar she used, but it was supposed to be good, healthy, and all that stuff. And something like that is very easy for me to want to go and have maybe 1 or 2 bites and then go into 20 more.
You know, Nicole, to tell us.
If one's good for you, for me, if one tastes good, you know, then 20's got to be better, because I exaggerate with what I like. So when I really make that commitment, the commitment has to be to how I feel. Because you know, if you don't feel good, and it's because it was your choice, it's all about choices. So this new year has got to be a commitment to your health, to your life, to live long, prosper, and not suffer and go down. And there's a lot of viruses that are out there. We've all had viruses. We've all been part of viruses. There's a new strain coming out of China. It doesn't look good, guys. Looks pretty bad. So what do we have to do? We have to keep ourselves strong. We have to eat healthy. We have to take our supplements. And I'll say it again, you've got to stock up on that AO. AO's got the quercetin. That's what Dr. Zelenko talks about that all the time. He's got a protocol with D, zinc, quercetin, what's the other thing? Tocopherols, maybe not. He's actually got a product now that they're selling, and it's his protocol to keep yourself strong and healthy through the flu and virus. They're changing the tests again because the PCR test is false negatives all the time. And they're going to start showing flus are coming up now. If we get, there's going to be flu season, there's going to be other viruses happening, colds. I just got a cold from my granddaughter, and I'm working exceptionally hard not to let it take me down, because my weakness is within my respiratory system. So I find that my management for myself is do not mess around and eat as much protein as possible. So I know to do this. I know to take my AL. I know to take all the glyconutrients, the
How much AO do you take?
well, right about now I'm doing 3 a day.
3? Okay.
Yeah, 1 3 times a day. You don't want to take too much of that, but 1 3 times a day is good, especially in the time where we need to protect ourselves. I just read something on black curcumin seeds, which they say could be a good alternative for ivermectin, which is good. You know, just keep yourself completely educated. But you guys are more educated than, I can't even begin to tell you how many people you'll meet. They don't know half as what you guys know. They just don't, because you've been around the industry of nutritional health and wellness.
Right.
So glyconutrients, you can't take enough. You know, it's non-toxic at any level. They tried to kill a rat, they just live longer and better. So it's, but you want to take it properly, and especially, you know, little throughout the day. And if you're getting sick, do it 6 times a day. You know, the plus is extremely important because it's wild, you know, wild yam, it's Dioscora villosa. It supports your whole endocrine system, but when your endocrine system, part of your endocrine system is your adrenals. So what do your adrenals do? Who knows? Yeah,
That's your immune too, right? Immune system.
well, your adrenals put out your corticosteroids, which are your anti-inflammatories.
Oh, okay.
Outside of the fact that if you're stressed, you're wiped out, you're tired, your adrenals are down
Mhm.
because they can't hold up your energy. If that's the case, you're a sitting duck. You have to be careful. So yeah, the plus is the whole endocrine system. Your pineal gland, how you sleep, your thyroid, your adrenals, your pancreas, your ovaries, if they're still functioning. If you're in ovarian failure, it doesn't matter because why? Because your estrogen's put out by your adrenals.
Mm.
Got to keep them up. And
That's gonna be my new commitment,
yeah, okay.
being more consistent with all of the products.
Right when I want to go to bed and I'm so dog tired,
I don't do that.
I make myself go and take 4+ before
Oh,
bed.
the 4+. I meant like, I don't do the probiotic regularly at night.
That you have to do.
I don't, right now I was eating, some of this salad and I didn't take the GI Zyme.
Did you have protein in it?
Yeah,
Well, see, the thing is, how much weight do you want to lose?
all of it.
You want your body to be,
I don't want any fat on this body anymore.
okay, so,
I want my 35-year-old body back.
okay, if that's the case, you're in boot camp.
Still,
Well, you can do it faster. And this is what I said in the trials that we did. I said, here's the deal. We can get 20 pounds off in a year, or we can get 20 pounds off in 2 to 3 months. Now, what do you want?
I did wear a pair of jeans today that I have not put on in a really long time.
Mm,
I'm just saying. It's not my smallest pair, but it's one that I haven't worn in a long time.
Okay,
That's very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
that's God telling you, don't give up. Hey, did I say
Oh, I'm not giving up.
Luann?
I'm actually taking my GI Zyme now.
Is
I
Luann
just took
on?
some too. Thanks, Michelle. Good reminder.
Where's
That's,
Luann?
that's one of my things I don't think of as much as I should. Whoa.
You guys
guys
see
know.
Luann on? Is Luann on? Is that you, Luann?
Yeah, I just got on. I forgot that you changed some of the stuff and I had to look back to see where you were. So that's my bummer.
Wait, I put it at the top of the page.
Well, see, I never can find that. Is that in that Buddies or
Oh
what?
my God.
Okay,
Another one of the weirdos.
so I couldn't find it either. And then I realized that there's a button that says announcements. And if you push that button or whatever's next to that says announcements, it opens it up. It's like, I don't know. It's like it wasn't there until I hit that. And then all of a sudden it was there.
Well,
You know, I'll try that another time. I got it all written down now.
okay,
Hey,
Idris.
Mike,
Idris was one of the first people on, people. So. And
I have problems sometimes getting on too, trying to figure out where it's at.
well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pin at the top of the page. Don't forget to click on announcements.
yeah, but Jackie, when you say the top of the page of what? The Buddies?
Yeah.
Discussion and announcements. Yeah, the buddies page.
Okay, all right.
Which,
got-
okay, first of all, I forgot to ask Idris, how's the chocolate going?
It's still going.
Sharon, help me.
What?
Juanita,
I
help me.
gotta,
Margie, help me. Michelle. Idris, did you go at least 2 days without it?
I might have one, but not two.
Okay.
One day at a time.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
much sugar is in that chocolate you're eating?
I have no idea.
You can turn the package around and read it.
Oh, it's coming.
He doesn't want to.
What kind of chocolate is it?
Hershey's dark chocolate.
Oh, good Lord, Mary.
Hershey.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's.
no. Yeah, I know. How much, it's
Don't
like,
be fooled by the dark.
what percentage of cacao is it?
There
I
isn't
have
any.
no idea.
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out how many cockroaches are in it.
Oh,
Oh, how nasty.
No,
Oh,
there's cockroaches in every bin. And they say they can't control it all, so they allow just so much.
mhm, that's right.
I didn't make that up.
That is so gross.
Ooh.
Well,
well,
I
that's
had,
extra protein, maybe. I don't know. I don't eat
God.
chocolate. I'm not a chocolate person, so I'm okay, but oh my, the magic. Ooh, nope. I'm not eating roaches. Sorry.
I'm telling you, that's not a lie. I've known that for 30 years.
Oh,
So here's another thing I would like to talk to you guys about is that we are making commitments. Idris, somehow we got to get you off the chocolate, but I know you have stress going on with your grandson. Are things going better there or no?
Didn't get any updates this weekend. So he's not around home very much, so they don't know a whole lot either.
Did you start your prayer group yet?
Huh?
Did you start the prayer group? Prayer. Did you start the
Oh,
prayer?
we're just doing the prayer on the weekends because getting our schedules together doesn't work.
Okay, well, you can do it by text too, by the way. You can
Yeah.
just text a prayer so that people read it and then they text you back. It's all intent. If two or more, it says it in the Bible.
That's right.
If two or
I've been
more.
praying for him, Idris.
Huh?
I've been praying for him and for you and your family.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There you go. That's awesome. Now, I'm working on something that I'm trying to accomplish. It's going to be a while that I'm trying to figure this out. But I want to get off of Facebook.
Mm.
Okay, I have tried to talk about this before, but there's a new platform coming up in February, March. But there's a platform now that I've already written to them to see if we can make that a platform, because we need a room like we have with Facebook. I tried it with CloutHub, but it didn't work out too well. And I'm on Gab. I'm trying all these platforms. And to tell you the truth, I have been banned from Facebook so many times. I did a before and after, which I thought, we were showing somebody, look, they did great. Here's before and after. I got banned for fat shaming.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I see other people doing that though. I don't know why.
Right.
Well, they'll be notified, but also depending on what I do on my other personal Facebook page, I guess they got my IP address and then they banned me for 30 days. So I have not been able to be Jackie Paget posting as opposed to Dr. Vicky Arcady and Jackie Paget. I have three Facebooks. The bottom line is there's so much negativity and garbage going down with Facebook now
Mhm.
that I prefer to be with a place that's very positive and very supportive of not only free speech, but also be able to say religious things. Like I mentioned something about Jesus and I got banned. So
Oh, my God.
I got kicked off of Twitter. I had 3,500 people and I did something, I can't quite remember what it was, but it was, they completely suspended me and there were 3,500 people there. They follow you and they track you. And they are not good people that are doing this.
Mm.
And I don't like it. And I want to change the platform. I want us to be in a place where we're free to be us. So I just want to tell you that because I'm looking at Getter, Gettr. I'm on Gab, Gab, which is a very strong Christian platform. And I'm on CloudHub. But I'm waiting for Getter to get back to me to see if they will accommodate me on a similar platform that Facebook has with our private rooms. And then there's a Truth Social coming out in March. So what I want to do is try to find out how this all works. I have had a phone call with everybody. I think it was sometime last year. And I'm going to sneeze. I know it. I'm going to sneeze. It's coming up. And everybody was looking at these different platforms. And so what I want you guys to do, you all have Facebook. Do you guys have Twitter?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
No,
Good. Then you have Facebook, but you might want to go and check out Getter, Gettr. It is completely devoted to no cancellations and freedom of speech and liberty. And I will not be, I don't want to be banned anymore. I've been banned 4 or 5 times.
My girlfriend just got banned for using the word rifle.
Yeah.
oh my God.
And she didn't even say it in like a way like, I'm gonna go shoot somebody with a rifle. Like,
Right.
I don't even know how she used it, but, and then when she wanted to tell us, she was afraid to use it again. So she spelled it out. Like, I can't believe that I used the word, and then she spelled out R. And
Right.
I'm like, what is that word?
No,
What is
that's
it?
what I'm trying to tell you, that there is something very nefarious. It's very malicious, nefarious, and for her to be afraid to be able to say that word, and then for her to go around the corner to be able to say that.
Yeah.
I have not been able to post in our private room for, well, once it was 60 days, but this time 30 days, all through the holiday. So everything I did is I took my other Facebook that I haven't used quite a bit, because it was, it's called Dr. Vicky Jackie Paget. And I just went into the room and started doing that. But that's not indicating that it's me. So I have to sneak around to be free. I have to sneak around to say what I want and to do. I have to sneak around to maybe post a beautiful picture before and after of somebody that was extremely, remember the first pictures that we had with so many people, and they were very heavy, and then they trimmed down, and most of them are on our website, plusyourpetforgood.com. And doing that now, I would get dinged quite a bit. So saying rifle, that deals with the Second Amendment. They're trying to do away with that. All kinds of things like that. I don't want to be part of that anymore. So I'm just telling you guys, I'm alerting you that that's what's going to happen pretty soon. So I recommend that you guys all get a Getter account. It's free, takes you about 10 minutes. You just go to gettr.com, and Dr. Robert Malone is an incredible virologist, and he developed the technology for the mRNA. And he literally said something on Twitter that was the truth about,
Oh, I heard this.
and he got suspended for life, And so he was on the Joe Rogan show, and Joe was like, he couldn't believe it. And they had I urge you all to watch that 3-hour interview, because your jaw will be on the floor. But the bottom line is, he just went to Getter. And then Joe Rogan said, I'm all about freedom of speech and liberty. He goes, I don't like what's happening with Twitter. It's like communist. So he went over to Getter, And in one day, he got 8 million followers.
Wow.
So something's going on, like when I say this is gonna be a bombastic year, lots of people are awakening. You have Dr. Zelenko talking, and this guy is an amazing doctor, physician, immunologist. He's got his own practice. He's helping people going through all this virus thing. And he's talking about, you have to do zinc, you have to do vitamin C, you have to do vitamin D, you have to do quercetin, you have to do all this stuff. And we have all of that. We have it all with the omega 3 D3, you know, we've got that. We've got the AO with the quercetin, all that stuff. These guys are on our side. They're all about boosting up the immune system, not drugging it down. So that's how we think. I think that's how you guys think.
Right.
That's how I think. You know, it's all about, you know, your health and the immune system and doing things like that. So if you talk about taking care of your health on Facebook with certain supplements, you will be canceled. So I don't want to deal with that. I want everybody to try to get a Getter account. You don't have to do much with it. You can find, you know, me or anybody else, but just look around and see who you want to follow, people that you like. Just do the little search thing and find people that you want to follow and get familiar with that platform, because if they come back to me and say, yes, we can make a room for you like that, then I want to take the 1,500 people on this page and move it over.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. The next thing is, who's doing lattes twice a day?
I am, Luann.
Luann, Juanita,
I get one in.
Margie. And why one? Why not two?
I just, because I don't want to drink coffee later.
You don't have to put coffee
You
in
don't
it.
have to have coffee in it overnight.
Oh, and it's not a latte.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
How do you do it?
For
What
the
do you
protein.
mean? You just
You do
don't
it the same way, you just don't put the coffee in.
Wait, listen to Idris. Idris is,
And then
I
put
do-
the chocolate
I
in.
don't drink coffee of an evening either, so I just fix it without the coffee.
use chocolate.
No.
shut up, Sharon.
Not
Oh,
chocolate.
but I do use powdered cacao
Cacao,
at
Oh, yeah.
nighttime. I use the coffee in the morning, but I don't put cacao in there because there's caffeine in cacao.
Okay.
So, but it's mild, you know?
Cacao doesn't have cockroaches in it?
No,
Okay,
because it's not processed into a candy.
okay.
It's not a vat, it's a powder. And I put the cayenne pepper, I put cinnamon. What are you shaking your head for, Juanita?
You're muted.
You're muted, babe. It looked good though.
You know that choking that I
Oh,
told
yeah,
you
yeah,
about?
okay, you're out of it. Okay, I
I'm
get,
allergic to it.
yeah, that's different. But cacao is another, you just do the large scoop from the Osaline, put it in there. I do 3 scoops of Osaline. Okay, because I want that extra protein, especially when I'm fighting a cold or not feeling good or walking more. You know, we need more protein. It's the minimum that they tell you 2 scoops twice a day.
I don't have mine right now.
You what?
I don't have any of it right now. I'm waiting for.
You have
all-
700 loyalty points.
I
No, I
guess-
ordered it.
some
It
also
hasn't
like-
gotten here yet. And that's actually what I did. Like I kept running out. I would buy 2 a month and I would still run out before the end of the month. So now I ordered 1, but I ordered 2 with the points. So now I should be like ahead of myself. as I order.
Right,
Okay, and then I don't know if you guys get on the Facebook and you look at some people asking questions or something like that. And one gal, Rachel, she has a beautiful little boy and she's still breastfeeding, but she asked, what are the alternatives from Osaline or the Biotest BCAAs to put in her lot? Because she wants to go back to losing weight again. She looked gorgeous. We did a podcast with her and she said, I want to get lean so I can get pregnant. She got pregnant, but she gained a lot of weight. Now she wants to get back on track and lose it. But she says her little boy, who she's breastfeeding, is allergic to dairy. And she's wanting to know what is the alternative. I gave her my answer. I want to know what you guys' answer is.
well, the Osaline is not dairy. Like dairy,
No,
dairy.
me-
It's
Well, is
whey, but it's not, doesn't have the dairy or the lactose issue that
Okay, and it's not, Juanita,
you're muted.
It's the peptides. That's
Thank
what it
you.
is.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Peptides, that's all. it
It's
is.
from whey. Whey is a very cheap source of protein, but it's from an organic grass-fed cow, but it's not whey. They have to put it on the label because the
Right.
stupid FDA that we can't trust anymore. See, I'll probably get kicked off now. But the thing is, it's a peptide. A peptide is a single free form amino acid. It's a, okay. And there is no, I'm highly allergic to milk. And I do 3 scoops twice a day. So very good. So those are answers. When you see people that say things like this, you can say, no, it's a peptide. It's from dairy, but you know, you can get an amino acid out of a tobacco leaf.
Mm,
That's an amino acid. You don't have to eat the tobacco leaf. You can
Right.
extract that amino acid out. The peptide is a amino acid. It's a peptide. So it's not the lactose or any of that. Okay. So that's what?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, now you do.
I do.
Yeah, see, you learn something new every day. And you know, knowledge is very powerful. That's why when you know, to know how something is, then you know why something is, or opposite, you know why, now you know how, blah, blah, blah. But the lattes, I'm telling you right now, even if you're hungry, you want to eat something and you know your latte's coming up, don't do it till you have your fruit. That second serving of fruit extends everything. And it starts pushing all the food from the core through. It's all about digestion, absorption, and elimination. It's all about that. What, Margie?
I thought we could have latte and wait an hour to have fruit.
You can do that too.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, if you're on a regular schedule that, you know, you've had your protein, you know, you're nice and full and everything's going good and it's 4 hours now, and you know a latte's coming up and then dinner later, at that point, don't skip your fruit.
Right.
If it's to the point where it's gotten late, oh my God, I'm gonna get my latte in. Why? It's not just because when you dress it up, it tastes good. You want those peptides. The peptides are gonna go straight through. They're pre-digested. It's gonna go right in, and especially on an empty stomach. So if you've got that fruit that just, it's pushing the poop through, it's pushing everything through, cleaning your gut, it's nature's scrub brush, then at that point, you're gonna do the latte with those peptides, and it's hot. See, I learned this when I was working with Butch Johnson of the retired NFL guys.
Yeah,
We discussed this when I was on the trial with this. And the bottom line is, can you put it in anything? Yeah, but it doesn't work as good unless it's in hot. So, and there's many reasons for that. You know, hot dilates, hot soothes, hot is, it's received by the stomach. You don't have to heat the stomach up first, all that stuff. So you put those peptides in and it's gonna go right directly, once it passes your stomach and goes into your small intestine, it's gonna go right in, dispersed to your muscles. And with stronger muscles, with every twitch of your muscle, you're gonna burn fat. And you're gonna burn fat around where you're twitching those muscles, because you want definition. You wanna see your bicep. You wanna see your leg muscles. You wanna see your abs. You wanna see some form of definition with your body anywhere, because it's not only attractive, but the fact is, what? What,
I got to
Sharon?
be. I'm leaving.
Okay, bye. Thank you, Sharon.
I gotta go too.
I think.
Okay, bye, Juanita.
Bye.
So the muscle strength is extremely important, because when you're using those muscles as we get older, and our heart's a muscle. That's another reason why I'm doing 3 scoops a day now, because I'm walking long distance. It's where the horse trails are, so it's up and down and stuff like that. And because I did hurt my feet last year, and I have to wear special shoes, and so the stronger my leg muscles are, the less burden I'm putting on my feet. So how are your feet, Michelle?
They're okay, but they have been bothering me a little bit, which is another reason why I've been, dragging my feet a little bit, no pun intended, with the walking.
Have you tried straps that pull up your arch?
Straps that I have a very high arch.
Yeah, I do too, because I was a dancer. But I noticed that there's a few things. I have certain socks I use, and I also have it's an elastic strap like this, and I put it over my arch, so it supports my arch, because that's where the fascia starts to get inflamed.
It's really the balls of my feet that hurt sometimes, and
Your feet, yeah. What kind of shoe did you get? Oh,
well, I still haven't. I mean, I have one pair. The shoes that I'm wearing are just a pair of Skechers that are worn out. Like, I really need to find a replacement.
My
Then I got it.
podiatrist would kill you.
I got a, huh?
My podiatrist would kill you.
Well, I mean, I
No. You
only
need,
wear what I can wear.
now, you said Hoka's, you can't do it?
I have tried them. I have 2 more pairs sitting on my, living room floor that I'm going to try again. They're just not wide enough. They don't make them wide enough for me.
Well, you have to order the wide.
I do.
You're
I
more
order
wide.
the widest that they have. It's not wide enough for me. And when I tell you, like, even the Skechers that I have that are newer, and they're like a wide-ish, they run wide. And I had them on the other day, and oh my God, hours into the day, and my feet were in such pain. I literally had to take like my left foot off. Like, I had to take the shoe off.
Okay, that's enough. You cannot do this anymore. It's going to affect your whole life. It's going to affect your back. It's going to mess up your Achilles tendon. What you have to do is get to a podiatrist.
I go to a podiatrist. I have orthotics. The
No,
ones that they recommend, they don't make them wide enough.
what size shoe do you wear?
They're telling me an 8, so I've been ordering 8s.
Who's they?
The podiatrist, and then I went to some store where they measure you, and they said an
Okay.
8. I mean, I always thought that I was like a 7.
Okay,
But-
so you're an 8, and you need 8 extra wide.
Yep.
Okay, but you need something that comes up the back and supports your Achilles tendon and your heel. And then you need something that's doubly or triply cushioned, so that you're not going straight down on your heel badly. And you need cushion on the pad of your feet.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there is not a shoe out there wide enough for me.
And you have to have a shoe made for you.
Well, that's what I'm coming down to. Yeah.
Yeah, end of story. I just came to that.
Well, I don't know who you go to have them made, and I'm not sure that it's in my budget.
Well, it depends. You have to do some homework on that because my mom used to say your teeth, your feet, and a good bed.
My mother used to own a shoe store. So believe me, like, and back then, like, she could order me anything I needed wide, but of course they were also the high heels that probably destroyed my feet.
Yeah, me too. I
But,
danced in heels. So,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
no, okay. So that's what you have to do this week. You are on the Mad Search to find, and you can internet search extra wide and put in the word plantar fasciitis because that is a buzzword for people that are trying to sell their products that work with sore feet. Plantar fasciitis.
I'm telling you, I have literally ordered and returned thousands and thousands of dollars of shoes from Zappos.
Well, you're gonna know and sketch
Okay.
no, and you need certain. We'll find it, but you cannot continue to be in pain like that because it's only going to get worse.
I know.
End of story. Idris, try to go 2 days without chocolate, please.
Okay.
And everybody's praying for your grandson. So see if you can get the family to do a couple more days of praying. Because we want him to come back.
Oh, we definitely do, honey.
Yes, I know. I do know. And Margie, how's Big Bill?
He's good. He's here listening.
I'm good.
Hey, Big B, how are you?
I'm good. Margie's attempting to keep me on track.
Yeah, you did marry up. I know that.
That's true. That's true.
All right, guys, and Luann, you guys all hang in there. We'll see you next week. And please try to get a Getter account and start working on that platform because I'm adamant about trying to get out of Facebook. Okay?
I understand.
Okay.
Okay,
Love you guys.
thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Have a good week.
Love you too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.